what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this in all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for Latin. You wanna hear a little Spanish?
Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. And this early on, it's one you can't. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around. Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front?
I'm only here for a minute. Bet you wanna...
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player or do you go after a position of need? These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team. Because if you pass on certain positions, there's no... Yeah, maybe not the pick that's going to change this team's fortune, but he is an improvement over what they had. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon? Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense? Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the corn.
Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap.
Boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got.
Oh, did they get themselves a player here or what?
Whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money. Got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Woo! turn up, turn up, turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let me in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin. Yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Elway. And he's able to find Diggs. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And on display right there, the arm that made John Elway a lot of money.
And that's going to leave a mark because when he throws it with that much force, one of the best arms the game has ever seen, one of the strongest ones, it does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross because you can see the imprint on a player after he caught one of those bullet passes.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, Elway surveying the field, trying to lay one up deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That could be a downside of putting together a team in Draft Champions Week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first, they'll throw with Elway. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Elway to throw on second. And his pass incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Chris Conley. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
A second down throw for Cousins. He's going to go up top again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they built...
And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 39 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, They're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd like to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Second down following the incompletion. They go play action. Cousins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Brian Cushing in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Too-Tall Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to Denver right after this. On second down, Elway. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 1st and 10, Cousins going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in.
Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
first and 10. Elway. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there. When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. Now, not play it, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
To throw is Elway. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And out.
We've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. Oh, this guy's a rare talent, and a huge upgrade over what they had before. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Everybody's bathing in holy water. Ain't enough going around. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? And these guys are going to get themselves a great player here, whether it's A, B, or C. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Both offensive and defensive options. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Washington's been represented once already in this draft. Could one of his teammates be about to join him? Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. To return it, here's Tavon Young. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. In the backfield is Anderson, and they'll give it to him here. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go. Wide and yay.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Carr, he finds Coleman. Corey Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman, 52 yards. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's the option going right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into